Hello guys and gals of the internet, I'm Mr. Charles of YouTube and Twitch TV, and with another year comes another Call of Duty. Again, with this one, it feels like a bit more of an obligation because I have covered the rest of the Black Ops slash Cold War era timeline. And I say it like that because I think what has happened with this game specifically, a big point in this game is that they did confirm that Alex Mason is dead. So I think what has happened is that Black Ops 1 and 2 have merged with Cold War and Black Ops 6. And basically what this is the sequel to Cold War, which then makes the sequel to Black Ops 2. Because I think what has happened is Black Ops 2, canonically now, Mason dies, I believe, but Mason's also in Cold War. So Cold War comes first, like Black Ops 1 comes first, then Cold War, because they have like Alex Mason's in Cold War and Woods is still able to kind of stand and move around because he's confined to a wheelchair now. And that's because in Black Ops 2, of course, Woods is manipulated into killing Mason by Menendez, and then Woods gets like injured to the point where he's confined to a wheelchair. I think he gets his leg shot. So, and Black Ops 6 shows him in a wheelchair. So now with Black Ops 6, it's kind of the fourth game in the fifth game in the timeline specifically, and then the timeline kind of, no, it's the fourth, and then you get Black Ops 2's modern era missions. Well, so it's technically still 3 or 4, but yeah, it's kind of confusing. You know, it really is confusing, and then obviously the timeline kind of ends with Black Ops 3 and the whole mindfuck that campaign was towards the end. So yeah, the sequel to Cold War, more or less, which, like I said, has merged with Black Ops 1 and 2. It's really confusing. But yeah, let's go. Let's do this. I'm assuming it's going to probably black out the screen. It is, because that's the thing with this game. After Black Ops 3, we completed the playthrough. I was really in indecision for what kind of version of the game to get this time around. Because Black Ops 6 was going to be launching with Game Pass Ultimate, which I didn't have at that time it came out. I have actually gone up to the standard. So I think with that in mind, I was leaning towards the PC version again, because I've generally played a lot of shooters on PC. But the one thing I didn't really get on with in the beta in that instance was the Omni movement. I found the Omni movement tougher than playing a little bit alongside Time Lady games on the Xbox version. But I was probably going to go for it anyway. But Black Ops 6 is supposed to be PS5 Pro enhanced, and as you've seen on the channel, I recently kind of bought one for, I really financed it, but I still bought it, I guess, and that pretty much sold it for me. I'm probably gonna still be a little less than on the PC, but I don't really run ultra graphics on PC games because I don't think I have the hardware that's powerful enough at this point to run ultra settings. So with that in mind, the PS4 5 Pro version was the choice that I made in the end. The only thing is, I'm not entirely sure if the enhancements have been added to the game yet. It's supposed to be, but I don't think it's been added yet. It's going to be a patch. It was going to be when Season 1 started apparently, and Season 1 has started. So in theory, we should have it, but I'm not sure. But we'll play it anyway. You probably won't notice it due to it being a console and YouTube video compression, so you probably won't notice what I'm looking at the screen, but hopefully it's pretty good looking enough anyway, because Call of Duty generally is a pretty good looking game, especially in the modern era. But anyway, let's get started because I'm talking too much. Can't believe Langston's putting me and Harrow together in the field again. Been a while. Woods says this Saeed Alawi must be worth a migraine or 3. convoy in Kuwait and bring him back alive. Yes, because this game is set in the first Gulf War of the 1990s. I think. That's from what I got anyway. Oh shit, have I put subtitles on? Probably not. Oh yeah, I did.
This gate. An entire class of U.S. Soviet nuclear missiles is eliminated.
Troy Marshall.
Means that the era of nuclear disarmament has begun.
We will stay the course, and we will succeed.
I thought that was Adler. There's Woods. Yep.
And there can be no doubt. Operation Desert Storm is working.
Yeah, I actually played the Conflict Desert Storm games. They were really good. So this is probably going to be the first game that focuses on the first Gulf War since those games. I don't think there's been one that focuses on so much. Conflict Desert Storm and Conflict Desert Storm 2 are probably the only ones I really remember.
What more do you want, Livingston?
Enough! You disobeyed a direct order, Mr. Marshall, when it was clear your op was compromised.
With all due respect, sir, you weren't there.
And the group that compromised you, the Pantheon, you sure that's who they were?
That's what Alawi called them. When are you gonna tell us what's really going on here?
I'm asking the questions, Mr. Woods.
Sir, if you read the report, you
I
can...
read your report, Ms. Harrow. Some of it I still find hard to believe. That's why we're going to go over events again. Only this time, I want to hear it from Marshall. From the beginning.
We were in position near the Iraq-Kuwait border. Small team. Me, Harrow, and Case.
Okay.
Alawi is ahead of schedule.
Whoever he's meeting won't wait around for long.
No, not if it's a smuggler. I'm sure Alawi is paid top dollar to get himself out of the Middle East.
Guess it doesn't really matter. He's coming with us. Outlaw 42, we've got our eyes on the convoy. Paying the target, over.
Roger, ground. Target confirmed. Waiting on your go. Over.
Do it.
Outlaw 42, you're clear to engage. Out.
Let's go get him.
Copy, ground. Engaging it out. Here comes the traffic jam.
All the way. Almost free. Said the listeners. Okay, remember that game? Damn.
He'll be in the middle of the convoy. And remember, Livingston wants Alawi alive.
Noted.
So I guess that didn't happen, considering they're being questioned by him right now.
5 minutes.
Alawi is a minister of defense and close to Saddam. His guys will be well trained and heavily armed.
Huh. Okay.
Movement, truck door.
Got it.
Nice.
2 targets down.
More to come. Keep pushing into the smoke.
Damn.
They'll know we're here soon. Be ready.
Left ahead.
Just let these guys handle it.
Engaging. Alawi's in a black truck. Clear the road. Let's find him fast.
Copy, black truck. Keep pushing up, man. Find him out.
So it'd be interesting to see if they go with the Black Ops 3 regular difficulty that was really tough. I mean, even on Recruit, as I said, it was the way to go in that game, because that game was really tough.
Use the vehicles to cover.
move in any direction to sprint forward, backwards, or sideways seamlessly. This is the new Omni movement.
Troy, do you have visual on the truck?
I don't think
In
it.
the middle of the convoy. Keep pushing up the road.
I don't think the Omni movement in the end is gonna really add much to the game, but it is pretty darn sweet to like dive around and run backwards and stuff. It's a pretty cool novelty. I think that's probably what it's going to be. It's not really going to be a huge gameplay change, but I guess the kind of option is nice. So you can do things like this, like dive to the side. It's pretty cool. Alright, where am I going? Am I going to the end here?
Okay, take the door.
Okay, it's touchpad. Okay, here we go. Oh god!
I got it. Stay calm. We're not here to hurt you.
CIA? We had a deal.
Deal? Not with us. Where you headed?
Colorado, you lied. Your man was getting out.
Man. Who exactly are you? Is that us?
No, not Iraqi either.
Pantheon.
Pantheon.
We need to leave. You won't stand a chance against them.
Okay.
Keep it that way. Come on.
That was who that guy mentioned earlier, wasn't it? Pantheon, or something like that.
Let me get this straight, Mr. Marshall. The group you claim to be the Pantheon was a multinational, heavily armed paramilitary force that showed up out of the blue. At this point, you're told to wait for backup, but you decide to play cowboy instead.
We had to act fast. Our window
Miss
was
Harrow,
closing.
did he or did he not disobey your order?
Yes, sir, but the accelerated timetable.
That's
made
what I
it-
thought. I've come to expect this from you, but not from you.
Sir, our objective was to recover Alawi by any means necessary.
Oh,
and
I'm
that-
aware. So, care to explain why he's on a slab in the morgue right now?
Things got complicated.
I don't doubt it. It's a Call of Duty game. So I don't doubt that.
The Pantheon is composed of former European and U.S. operatives. I don't know who leads them.
They're blocking our exfil. We call in reinforcements and wait.
Wait. The hell with that. Faraj, come in. We're headed your way.
No, we're compromised. Alawi will slow us down.
Alawi, you going with us to the Pantheon?
I'm going with you.
Damn it, Troy.
Smart man. Case, let's start by softening them up.
Equipment wheel. Equip and swap your carried items to customize your loadout. Hold up. Okay. So it looks like all your equipment is now in a wheel on this game. Flash grenade, right? Or an RC car. Okay.
Let's get to work, Case.
So I guess do that.
That's our opening.
Challenge completed. I've already just started the game. Alright, let's go. Shit. I was to bet this Pantheon group could be like... Yeah, I reckon this Pantheon group might be something to do with Adler. I think the story, is leading towards the fact that Adler's gone rogue because of the whole thing with Bell and the CIA. And obviously he kills Bell at the end as well. Bushes. Shit. Uh-oh. Oh, here come the grenades. Armor. Okay, you can have armor in the campaign. That's interesting. I must say, I wasn't like overly sold on the beta, but I do actually quite like the gunplay, the feel of the gunplay at least in this game.
Faraj, we're getting close. Faraj, come in.
Are you sure he'll be there?
You just worry about not slowing us down.
Huh.
We're open targets down here. Pantheon could pick us apart.
I sense an ambush. And here it is, right on cue. Ambush! Die, jeez. How many bullets did that guy want? Be interested to know the fate of the likes of Park, because Park is actually a character in the multiplayer. The only real negative about that is that she's part of a £100 edition of the game. But because money was kind of right, I went for it anyway. I wouldn't normally, but it does give me 3 multiplayer characters to play with, because it's actually, it gives me more than that. I think it's like Adler, Park, and Woods, I think, on the Black Ops side, I think it is. And on the other side, there's a couple of guys which I think are voiced to be zombies, I think.
Get me out of here and I will tell you everything I know.
Damn right you will.
Or I'll kill you myself.
Huh.
But Andre meet us at the bottom.
No, he won't. Oh yeah, he will. It's not normally that easy.
Think you're good.
Everyone all right?
Is this your...
Oh shit! There is Adler.
Stand down.
Okay.
Wait till Woods gets a load of this.
Huh.
Goddamn Russell Adler, CIA traitor. You've been on the run, what, 10 months?
Okay.
Woods' new project. You can ease up, son. I'm all done here.
Huh.
Jane.
You just killed a high-value target in cold blood and put our national security at risk.
Alawi can't fall into the Pantheon's hands. Or Langley's. The CIA is compromised. And it's not me. I'm just the fall guy.
Makes
You
sense.
expect us to believe that? Hey, Jane, you want to tape his mouth shut for me?
Yes.
Wait. I got a message for Woods.
Oh, yeah?
Tell him Bishop takes Brooke.
The hell's that supposed to mean?
Time to go.
So what is Adler actually doing here? You'd think he would be in better hiding than this.
Hey, you got the launcher? We'll shoot him down.
Alright.
There, on our stage.
Here's my gun.
You can't outrun this!
Take him out.
Put that bird out of the sky, Kate! What the hell are you
Oh really?
We need to hit him with a rocket.
I hit it twice.
Everybody good?
We're solid.
For now.
Come on, Case, I need you.
There we go.
Bullseye!
We ran out of flares, I guess. Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Gonna get bumpy.
That's how you drive.
No visible threats in the airspace. We're clear. Now to face the music on Alawi.
Good luck with that.
Anything else to add?
So I guess this Livingston could be after
Despite
Adler
breach
because
of
he's a
conduct
CIA
and
traitor.
Alawi,
As he
apprehending
said.
Russell Adler is a categorical windfall.
Yes, Ms. Harrow. Bringing in a rogue operative is certainly a win.
Oh, they brought him in?
Russell Adler, the mole who betrayed us in Panama. The man responsible for your current condition, Mr. Woods. So why was he trying to tell you something in Kuwait?
Wait, Adler was in on that?
Any idea what that means?
Was he tipping Menendez off then?
No clue.
Okay, then.
Could be. That could add up.
Based on Harrow's reluctant report and the withholding of critical information regarding Russell Adler, your team is suspended.
Are you for real? This is bullshit.
As for you, Ms. Harrow, consider yourself on very, very thin ice.
People like me and Adler are the reason we ain't speaking Russian right now.
The Cold War is over, Mr. Woods. That makes you and Russell Adler the last global gunslingers of a bygone era. Take this time to reflect on that. Dismissed. All of you.
No mention of Mason.
My office at 5.
I'd advise you not to pursue this further, Marshal.
It's funny how the whole team is suspended bar Jane, like, but she's probably gonna do her own thing anyway.
Are you admiring your own work?
Can't believe you kept it.
All reminders need to be scars.
Why are we here, Harrow?
Because you know something? Care to tell me what it is you're up to?
Me and the kids just need some time away. You know, take a little trip. Reflect a little.
Look, I can cover your asses on my end best I can. But if things go sideways again, you're on your own.
Makes sense.
Copy that.
Oh, you one.
One? Yeah. Try a dozen. Do me a favor, Troy. Don't get yourself killed.
I'll see what I can do.
I like him. Sounds cool. So who is the case guy? We never really saw who that was.
Bishop takes Rook. Of course, Woods knew what it meant.
Yep.
Adler was pointing us somewhere. The Black Sea. According
Russia?
to Woods, 15 years ago, he and Adler discovered an abandoned KGB safe house in Bulgaria. It was called the Rook.
Is that the same safe house we went
Last
to?
year, before Adler disappeared, he'd been chasing rumors of a dangerous paramilitary group. One
Or is
receiving
this
orders
it?
from inside the CIA. He believed the Pantheon was developing a new type of weapon, with plans to unleash something the world had never seen before. And wouldn't you know it, soon evidence surfaced incriminating Adler himself, and he fled to this place. What we found here over the last couple days has changed everything.
Okay.
Now I'm questioning what I believed about Adler, about Livingston, about the CIA.
Oh, so that would be the safe house from Cold War, wouldn't it?
I have my doubts about going dark on Jane. Woods might be right about her value on the inside, but she'll be in the crosshairs if Langley learns what we're up to. Adler brought us here for a reason. To stop the Pantheon before they strike. To do that, Woods believes we'll need him back. That won't be easy. But Adler left a name to follow. It's a good place to start. No more wasting time. You know the plan. Savati Dumas, the person you're gonna meet. Still no idea why Adler was in contact with her, but a lead's a lead.
We can't trust her. I doubt if Adler did. Hell, for all we know, she's part of this fucking Pantheon thing.
Who can we trust? Dumas agreed to meet Case in Avalon, so we're doing this.
Well, well, well. Look at you putting your big boy pants on. Shouldn't we find Adler before making this call?
Well, that's exactly why I'm going to Munich to wine and dine your old friend.
Friend? Hardly. I can't stand the son of a bitch. But we need him. Sometimes you just gotta hold your nose.
If he's as good as you say he is, by the time Case gets back, we'll have located Adler.
If Livingston hasn't already stuffed him in a barrel.
Our details are up on the board, Case. I'm headed out, so hit me up soon if you need anything.
I
Okay.
got a few
So it's-
ideas on how we can polish this turd of a safe house case. Let's talk when you have a minute.
So yeah, it's pretty much Cold War in terms of like you have a safe house to go to. So let's do that.
All right. What kind of life savings you got?
Got about 3 million tucked away in stocks and real estate.
Attaboy. Carpe fucking deal. Well, guess what? If we're really doing this, we've got to get financially creative. This place might have been fine for Adler, but for a team, I'm thinking overhaul, an armory, place to train, gear bench, not to mention anything else we might end up needing. There's that won't be free, though.
I think it's pretty, like, I think Cold War in this would be probably a pretty good idea in terms of, like, tying everything up in the Black Ops timeline. Especially with, like, this, because you would have seen Woods in a wheelchair at the beginning of Black Ops 2 and think, how did he get there? Now, the past missions already told that. But now we're kind of after that.
We were following an old KGB trail and a single recording led us here. Seemed abandoned. When we asked our mole inside the KGB about it, he knew nothing. Belikov thought maybe it was some kind of splinter group, not sanctioned by the Central Committee. Whatever it was, it doesn't look like a Red stepped foot in here since 1968.
Belikov, huh?
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to get others involved. Looks like he was working on a trust list. As far as I could tell, he didn't contact anyone. That's probably why Adler was talking to Dumas, keeping it outside of Langley. We're gonna do the same, at least for now. Marshall found a few grand stashed in one of the rooms upstairs. Other than that, we're starting fresh. No touching our own bank accounts either. Someone will be watching.
Yeah, that's fair.
When you're on a mission, look around for any cash lying around. You're gonna Robin Hood your way through this. Steal from the rich and give to the poor. That's me. The board behind me is how we'll track our spending. Give it a look.
Okay. Any money found during missions can be used to build out 3 new stations in the safe house. Each will allow to acquire operator perks, making you... Oh, okay.
Just tell me where you want to spend the cash and I'll set it up.
Build out a shooting range and drilling space to hone your skills and increase your physical ability. Part of the kitchen to a dedicated station for modifying team's equipment. Here's a space for a full armory and workbench. I'm kind of thinking increased physical ability, to be honest. Because a weapons bench probably won't be too necessary. So I'm thinking one of these two. Probably going to go for the equipment thing, because that seems to have the biggest change in this game, where you can press up to get an equipment wheel. So I'm probably going to do this first. It's pretty cool. They expanded on Cold War Safe House. Now you actually get to do things to it yourself. And of course, Wiggins gets a beard. Of course he does. That's really cool. I like that. Check out the gear station. Let's talk to this guy.
What's going on, man? Just what we found in Adler's files. An assassin, maybe 30 years old. Came from one of Avalon's crime factions, the Guild. Appears she was raised through the Guild and then exiled or left, don't know. Whatever it is, Adler was interested, so I am too.
Fair enough.
Felix Newman's a former Stasi engineer and enforcer. Dude managed to crack the military branch of ARPANET a few years back, so I'm hoping he's got a sequel in him. Hell, you kidding me? 9 years out and I'm still writing checks to Temple. Tell him to take a home equity loan out on this place. That's a tough motherfucker in there. Lost his legs in Panama, lost his best friend.
Yep.
Langley gave him a chance to help run ops, but between me and you, it's not in his blood. Man's a soldier.
Yep.
Killer. His current situation, maybe he feels like he's on the front line again.
So that's the first mention of Mason already.
Could explain why they haven't been back here. Maybe turn over some rocks when you have some time. Who knows what we might find in here.